What the hell did we just watch? I personally feel offended by that Real Madrid performance. What a waste of my Saturday afternoon. You guys know that I'm sick. I did a watch along. I'm drinking tea. My nose is stuffy. My head hurts. My throat feels funny. I wasn't going to even do a stream today. But I said, you know what? Let me just gather up all my strength and watch the game with the Mandem. Let me watch Real Madrid get 3 points. Just for them to go out there and slap us in the face. I cannot believe that 97 minutes of football that I just sat through. This is literally 2.5 hours of my life that I will never get back. Espanyol 1, Real Madrid 0. Imagine a team that was sitting 18th in LaLiga, keeping a clean sheet versus a front four of Jude, Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo. Pathetic performance today. And I want Carlo Ancelotti sacked immediately. I don't care about the Madrid derby next week. I don't care about the Champions League playoffs next week. I want him sacked now. We are the worst managed big team in the world. It cannot get much worse than this tactically. This manager is shit. What does he do? Somebody tell me, what does Carlo Ancelotti do to affect matches? Aside from picking the starting 11, he does nothing. This guy didn't make his first sub until the 80th minute. And I'm not counting Asensio being subbed on in the first half because he had no choice. Rüdiger was injured. He had to make a sub. That's the only reason why Asensio saw the pitch today. But this manager is really grinding my fucking gears. What is that starting 11? More so the back line. Lucas Vazquez and Hawk Chua on that right side of the defense. What is this manager's obsession with Chouameni at center back? We all know he's not that good there. He looked very vulnerable today. Raul Asensio had to bail him out a few times. And you watch us struggle. First half, we did nothing. Vinicius scored a goal that was disallowed. Aside from that, what did we really do? The start of the second half, we're still struggling. Can't really break Espanyol down. And it's now like the 65th minute. I'm thinking, okay, well, surely with us struggling, a sub has to come soon. This guy only brought on Luka Modric in the 80th minute. Does Carlo know that you can make subs before that? Does Carlo know that we have some decent quality on our bench? Why is this guy allergic to subs? And then he brings on Brahim in like the 88th minute. What the fuck is Brahim Diaz going to do in the 88th minute? You could have made these subs 20 minutes earlier. I do not understand how this guy still has a job. Florentino Perez, you have gone soft. I would have sacked Carlo after the AC Milan game earlier this season. The fact that this absolute fraud is still in a job is a disgrace. I don't even care who the next manager is on an interim basis when you sack Carlo. Get me the lunch lady. She'll do a better job in the dugout. What does this manager do? No tactics, no adjustments, no substitutions, just individual brilliance and vibes. I don't know if he thinks that this team is as good as when he had Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema, Casemiro, Cruz, Prime Modric, Ramos, Varane, Prime Carvajal, Marcelo. This is not that team. These boys need instruction. We need a system. And one thing that I always praised Carlo for was having the players play with freedom. But when it's not working, what are you going to do to change it? He's doing nothing. So as far as I'm concerned, Real Madrid already do not have a manager. The only thing that Carlo Ancelotti does is set the starting 11. Aside from that, he makes no other adjustments. He is shit. Carlo has been found out this season. I cannot believe how naive tactically he is. What is Zidane doing right now? Zidane's at home, chilling. Go get me Zidane. Bring him back. Because even though he wasn't the best tactically, he would change things up. Go get me Zidane. This guy is an absolute scrub. Carlo Ancelotti, leave the football before the football leaves you. But unfortunately, it's already gone. I don't know what's going on in his head while the match is going on. I'm thinking that it's like a hamster running on a wheel up there. He's hurting his legacy. And just based off the players, no sense of urgency. I can't break down Espanyol. We're struggling. Espanyol have conceded about 15 more goals than games that they've played. And I can't score against them. Their goalkeeper today, what a performance. Man of the match, Espanyol's goalkeeper. He made about 3 big saves for them. This guy was catching the ball when it was in the air. His positional awareness was very good. This goalkeeper today had the match of his life. Every shit team that we play always performs at a very high level versus us. Why? Their back line today. These guys can't keep a clean sheet all season. They play us, they're looking like prime Italy. That goalkeeper today, I had to wipe my eyes a few times. I couldn't figure out if I was watching Buffon or Manuel Neuer. I couldn't believe what I was seeing from him. Defensively, the way that they kept their structure, we couldn't break them down. Why are we still crossing the ball into the box? We have no aerial threats. All of my attackers are short. But you would think Carlo would make some adjustments. No. Vinicius, you are so ass since this new year has started off. Somebody tell me a good performance that Vinicius has had since we've entered January. I'll wait. Because at this rate, brother, you're not going to win any Ballon d'Or. What the hell was that? You should have been the best player today. You were suspended for like the last 3-4 games. How are you not fresh? Aside from him scoring that disallowed goal, somebody tell me what Vinny did today. What an awful performance. By far, our worst attacker today. Mbappe, mid. No threat in the box. I don't even think that Mbappe, aside from that one shot, did anything else. Link-up play was okay, but our best attacker was Rodrigo. Rodrigo was the only one that looked like he was trying to get something. He looked like he was trying to win the game. He was cooking their left back. Jude was solid. Had a few shots. He was definitely trying. The midfield in general, whatever, right? Ceballos today did nothing really. Valverde, underwhelming. The back line, Lucas Vazquez. Lucas Vazquez. Oh my gosh. Mid. Tchouaméni. Mid. Asensio was solid. Fran Garcia, non-existent. Look at this team and tell me that we don't need signings. Look at that back line. and tell me that I don't need signings. We are now in February. The transfer window closes in 2 days. What are Real Madrid going to do? 1-0 to Espanyol is crazy. Not only did you lose, but you didn't even score. Have some shame. I need this manager sacked tonight. I will have on my post notifications. I need the comunicado oficial tonight. We're not going to win Champions League this season. We're not going to win La Liga this season. This manager has never defended a trophy successfully. Never! I just cannot believe it. I would do a better job at manager. If you're watching this video, you would do a better job at manager. I cannot believe that we are now 5-6 months into the season and we still look trash. This was by far one of the worst games that we've had. And that's saying something because we've been shit for a majority of this season. Now we're only, 1 point ahead of Atleti? They won today. They took care of business against Mallorca. Tomorrow, Barcelona are going to play. You're letting these guys get close to us. How do you lose against Espanyol? What a performance by their defense. What a performance by their goalkeeper. I am fucking fuming. I don't think that this front four is working underneath this manager. Because while people are going to come in the comment section and say that Vinicius and Mbappe cannot play together, I do not believe that. They can play together. The difference is they need a system, right? They need instruction. They will not be able to work together if you're letting them just do whatever the hell they want. You have to coach this team. And he does not do that. Sack this manager now. He's done. At the top level, Carlo is cooked. I cannot believe this guy did not make his first actual sub until the 80th minute. I cannot believe it. Do you know that Real Madrid are the team that use their subs the least in the league? If you're on that bench, if you're Arda Güler, you're telling me that Arda couldn't come on today? How did Vinicius play 90 minutes? Why didn't you take him off? You're telling me that we couldn't have made subs earlier? Give us something different. Give us a chance. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. This is the last La Liga game before we take on Atletico. And then after Atleti, we take on Man City. If we play like this, if he starts that same back line, we are losing both of those games. I'm telling you this right now. And there's so much more that I could say. There's so much more that I could rant about. But I'm sick. My nose is stuffy. It's hard for me to breathe right now. Florentino Perez, what are you going to do? Thank you for wasting an entire January window. Thank you for not making any signings in the summer. Thank you for not making any signings right now. The January window is here for teams to strengthen in the middle of the season if they need to. And guess what we didn't do? Strengthen! We need it! Look at Man City. They struggled the first half of the season. And then what did they do? They spent money. No ambition, no consequences, just vibes here at Real Madrid, people. What has happened to this club? One of the worst performances that we've seen all season. The counterattack killed us. 1-0 to Espanyol. They deserve to win as well. We did nothing today. The refs, they made a few weird calls, right? I think that Espanyol's player should have gotten a red on the foul on Mbappe from the counter. I don't get how the ref didn't give that as a red card. Whatever. right? A few other times I thought that we could have gotten a foul, but the ref didn't really give it. Fair enough. I'm not blaming the refs because we should have still done enough to get the dub. So it's on us. But dodgy calls that were kind of weird in my opinion. Regardless, La Liga title race, wide open. 1 point above Atleti, only a few points above Barcelona. We've allowed them to get back into it. Instead of taking care of business, instead of extending our lead at the top, instead of picking up 3 points against a relegation side, we go out there and lose, and we can't even score. It's an absolute disgrace. I am pissed. I'm pissed off with today's result. I'm pissed off with no signings. I'm pissed off that I'm in the fucking Champions League playoffs. The vibes here are not good. Yo, get in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think. Carlo in, Carlo out. I also want to know what other thoughts and opinions you have on this game. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. We're going to be live tomorrow. Barcelona hate watch. Arsenal versus Man City. You guys don't want to miss that.